Now we turn to the US, where the presidential race is heating up. The campaigns are on in full swing. We have Donald Trump on one side, who held an outdoor rally in North Carolina. It was his first outdoor rally since the attempt on his life last month. On the other hand, you have the Democrats, who are basking in the glory of their Democratic National Convention, DNC. The DNC is supposed to be an event to nominate the presidential candidate. But Kamala Harris already secured her nomination earlier this month. So instead, this DNC is about energizing the Democratic voter base. It's a grand campaign event designed to boost support. But the Democrats are doing everything to ignore the elephant in the room. That's the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. The war is in its 10th month with no end in sight. Forget end, we don't even know if a ceasefire will take place, despite all the efforts from the current US government. This week, you saw the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, make another trip to West Asia, his 9th trip in the last 10 months. He was flying all over the region, talking to the negotiators from Egypt and Qatar, trying his best to conclude a ceasefire and hostage deal. But he has left West Asia now, and a deal remains elusive.
Our message is simple, it's clear, and it's urgent. We need to get the ceasefire and hostage agreement over the finish line, and we need to do it now. Time is of the essence.
Blinken says that the ceasefire deal is urgent. It's a sentiment echoed by the current president of the US, that's Joe Biden. Biden had a call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday. He also stressed upon the urgency of getting a ceasefire deal in place. But think about it. Why has this suddenly become so urgent? The US has allowed this war to go on for 10 months. Biden could have easily pulled the plug earlier, ended American weapon shipments to Israel, forcing Netanyahu to back down, but he did not. The US allowed this war to go on for all this time, but now a ceasefire is suddenly urgent. What explains this newfound urgency? Well, maybe the view outside the DNC has something to do with it. Take a look.
Free, free, free Palestine! We want!
But in the next few weeks, we need a ceasefire in the Middle East. We need a ceasefire to stop the killing of the children. And that will get my vote.
The Democratic Party will not get our vote if the genocide in Gaza doesn't end immediately. Our vote matters, and we know that.
The Democratic Party knows it too. And it's a close election, so they need all the votes that they can get. But about 700,000 Democrats are uncommitted. 7 lakh Democrats uncommitted. They did not vote for Joe Biden during the primaries because of his failure to stop the Gaza war. That's 700,000 potential Democratic votes. They could help turn some key battleground states blue and power Kamala Harris to the White House. But right now, these people are angry. They feel that Biden has not done enough to end the war, and that anger will get redirected towards Kamala Harris, potentially scuppering her election bid. So the Democrats are doing two things right now. They're trying to get a ceasefire deal done, and they're simultaneously trying to stifle the pro-Palestine voices so that they don't create a ruckus. Look at what happened yesterday. About 30 Democratic Party delegates represent the uncommitted voters. They were at the DNC, and they wanted a chance to speak on stage, but their request was denied. The Democrats want to sweep these voices under the carpet to stop them from souring the mood at the convention. It's a poor way to treat your own party members, but the Democrats did not want to take any chances. However, the uncommitted delegates would not be deterred. They decided to stage a sit-in right outside the convention center. It's a message to Kamala Harris and the Democrats that the pro-Palestinian voices will not be ignored. Now combine the sit-in with the protests around the venue. It explains the urgency to get a ceasefire deal done. Biden and Blinken know that the clock is ticking. They know that they risk alienating pro-Palestinian voters and derailing Kamala Harris's campaign, which is why they're trying so hard to get a deal done right now before the final stretch of the presidential race. In a race this close, every vote matters. And without a ceasefire in place, the Democratic Party risks losing 700,000 of them.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.